All right, so I just finished up my trading session for today, May 29th, and I am officially back home. If you don't know, I moved into a brand new house, so I'm in this house now. Finally got Wi-Fi. I also was on vacation this weekend and went over to Florida, and now I'm officially back in my normal routine. And this is my first day trading. Obviously, this weekend was Memorial Day, so we had an extended weekend. So as you can see, these are my results today with my 10 PA accounts on Apex. As you can see, I made 164 in 5 different accounts from one of my trades. My other trade I took, so I took 2 trades total. I made $76 in 5 accounts on gold. This is a little bit riskier trade. It technically didn't follow my setup and it was a very small scalp. Those are my results for the day. Just over $1,200 in total profit if you add all this up. So let's go ahead and recap the exact trades I took to get these results. So anyways, first things first, if you guys don't know how I trade, step number 1, I want to establish the trend. So going back to the surfer analogy, if you're a surfer, right, you want to catch the wave. You don't want to go against the wave. You want to ride with the wave, right? That's pretty obvious. Well, I think of trading as the same exact thing, except the trend is the wave, right? So I always want to actually trade with the wave, okay, with the trend. So if I go over to the chart here, as you can see, let me just zoom out here. I'm on a 5-minute time frame on my left. We can see if I go over to a 15-minute time frame, we can see we had a key support area down here in this 52.80 range. So this is the zone I had marked, for quite a while before the market even opened. So I was kind of watching this, right? Because when we originally opened, what happened was on the right here is my 2-minute time frame. We started chopping around in this demand zone. Now, I didn't want to focus on going short here because I never want to go short inside a key support zone or a key demand zone. But I also didn't want to go long yet because, look what happened last night, right? We're basically selling off the entire night. Okay, so I want to make sure, going back to what I said, right? I want to trade with the trend. I want to trade with the wave. So for me, how I determine what the trend is I want to see price action trading above or below these 2 lines. Okay, so this is basically just a 5-minute EMA. So it's a 45 length 5-minute EMA and my VWAP. Okay, so once I got above these lines, that's where I went ahead and got interested in taking the market long. And you can see if I go over to my Discord, as you can see at 8:29 a.m. my time, I said I'm liking longs on ES above VWAP here. We just had really big buying volume come in. Okay, so that was 8:29. So let's go and look at what happened at 8:29. So as you can see, what happened here was this is around 8 o'clock. We came up to VWAP and what happened, we sold off and then we got bought up with huge volume right here. Okay, so massive volume came in within the first hour of the day. You guys know that I like to see big volume come in on ES or NASDAQ in the first hour of the day. That usually signifies the low a day or high a day, right? Most of the time, as long as you have some market structure in your favor, like a demand zone supporting this. So when we sold off and then we got bought up with this huge volume here, this is where I got pretty interested in going long. This told me that the trend was up because at this time at 8:24 when this candle closed, on the 5-minute time frame, we're starting to get above these 2 lines, okay? And again, these 2 lines usually tells me what the trend of the market is, what I can actually look for. Now, the second step for my strategy is I want to see some entry confirmations, right? Going back to the surfer analogy, a surfer doesn't just take every wave they see. There's waves that go every single time. Some of the waves will kind of die out. Some of the waves will be smaller. Some of the waves will be more choppy. So the surfer wants to make sure it's a good wave, right? And they kind of look around, they look at the wave. It's the same thing with trading, right? I want to see confirmations to make sure it's going to be a good trend, right? To make sure I'm going to get some movement after I enter, right? So I can actually ride the wave and in this case, make some money. Now, what those entry confirmations are for me is 2 things. I like to see a 2-minute MACD cross and a 2-minute Heikin-Ashi candle. So as you can see, once we had the sell-off, we had this MACD dip below and then we crossed it again on this big buying volume, right? So this gave me a little bit of confirmation. It was just a quick pullback. The MACD is still in the long's favor. Then essentially at 8:30 my time, I said, I'm gonna try it and put my stop around 52.88. Okay, so this is exactly at 8:30 where I actually entered right after that initial candle close. Okay, so if we go on the 2-minute time frame, I basically entered on this candle right here. Okay, so basically the reason why I entered on this candle right here is because this was a good looking green Heikin-Ashi candle. We had the volume confirmation. The MACD was in the long's favor. The histogram was green. The blue line was above the yellow, right? So everything was kind of lined up at once. And that's where I decided to enter the trade. I entered at around 52.92 right here. I had my stop below this previous candle, right? So this is the candle I was basing the trade off of. So I always put the stop right below that candle, right at 52.88. And essentially I was just targeting high day, right? I didn't have a huge target. I'm more of a scalp trader. And my first trim, as you can see, if I go back to the Discord, was at 836. So I said trimmed 80%, going to put my stop in profits at 293. Again, we start getting steady buying, slowly going up. And right when we hit 297 right here, this is where I trimmed the majority of my position. Basically, it was a good risk reward place to trim. And if we zoom out here, as you can see, we also had some pre-market resistance up in this area at 297 as well. So I basically just had a sell order sitting at the top of these highs, which is right at 297. Okay, so that was my first trade. That trade made $164 in these 5 accounts. My second trade was on gold. Like I said, this wasn't a setup that I'm supposed to take, right, based on my rules, but it's something I ended up trying. I don't know why. I kind of just had an eager to trade, probably because I haven't traded over the past few days. So as you can see, this is on gold. Basically what happened here was we're in a very choppy zone. I didn't have any setups. I had no confirmations. And towards the end of the day, I came back to my computer. I saw that we kept holding this support zone, right? So if we go in the 5-minute time frame, we had a key demand zone over here. We held it earlier today. We held it again. And what I noticed was the 5-minute MACD was starting to cross, right? So I basically played a 5-minute MACD, setup inside demand zone. Again, these are a bit more risky to trade just because, usually when there's a 5-minute MACD cross, you're going against the trend, which I don't like to do. But again, when I'm going against the trend, it's usually a quick scalp. I'm not trying to make a lot of money from it or anything like that. So basically, I just got in after this candle right here. This candle closed, nice green Heikin-Ashi candle. We had a 5-minute MACD cross. We also came off a demand zone and we're struggling here for a while. So each of these candles are 5 minutes long. And once we got this pop up, basically we hit 264. That's essentially where I got out of my position and made a quick 76 bucks in those 5 accounts. So anyways, guys, those are my 2 trades for the day. Pretty sloppy and slow day. So I'm pretty happy with my performance today. I stuck to my plan. I was patient. I had clear risks, clear targets where I wanted to hit, and followed most of my system besides that last trade on gold, which again was more of a scalp since I was going against the trend. So anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up my trade recaps for the day. Real quick before you guys go, I want to let you know that I'm going to be extending the Memorial Day Inner Circle 50% off sale by 1 more day. So I'm basically just going to cut this off tonight just because I had a lot of requests from people who are out of town this weekend and they didn't see that I had a sale going on. So I want to give you guys 1 more day before I close this off completely. So if you guys don't know, my Inner Circle is inside my Discord group. It's a private channel, as you can see right here. And this is where I alert all my trades. I give you trade ideas, what I'm watching for the day, and just give you updates throughout the day. So basically you get access to trade ideas and alerts. You also get updated levels throughout the day. And I also trade live on Zoom every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So I think it's a super valuable resource if you want to actually see what it's like to day trade alongside me Monday through Friday, see how profitable trading actually looks like day by day. So anyways, guys, if you do want to lock in this special pricing, like I said, it's 50% off your first month. It's a Memorial Day special. All you have to do is click on the first link in the description below this video and just use the coupon code MEMORIAL at the checkout to get that 50% off. With that being said, guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And as always, I will see you tomorrow inside our Discord community. And it's Thursday, so we're going to have a live trading session at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So I'll go ahead and see you guys inside of there. And I look forward to trading with you.